What if the views don't match the effort? Would you quit or keep going? Almost a month ago, I decided to go all in on YouTube. And since then, I've seen some, share of wins, losses, and honestly moments where I wanted to quit. But today, I'm sharing my progress, the lessons I've learned, and what God has been showing me through it all. And stick around with me to the end, because I'll share the one verse that reminded me why this journey is worth it, no matter how slow the growth feels. So let's start with the results, because numbers don't tell a full story, but it does show progress. So starting this journey, my goal was to post one video a week, and I've done that. I've posted 3 times, and this is the 4th one right here. And I made sure to get them out usually around 1 p.m. This one is a little different, so forgive me on it. On top of that, I've also been editing and recording videos for my church as well. So I've honestly done way more than 4. I've actually done about 6. So I've been getting a lot of repetition in, and I've been really consistent in that area. Since I've been doing that, my subscriber count has actually grown from then. And I was really excited to see this. I've grown to 11 subscribers, and my view count has gone up to 991 within the last 28 days, which has been really exciting. I've been honestly glad to see the community respond back to a lot of these posts and videos that I've done. You guys have been amazing, because the whole thing is to build the community of believers or entrepreneurs who are ready to grow. So seeing the count go up isn't just about a count, it's actually about the community growing. So thank you so much for subscribing and commenting. The more you comment and the more you like these videos, the more it actually puts it out there, or the algorithm puts it out there for more people to see, so we can build this community. So thank you so much for being a part of the community. But I do have a question for you all. Have you ever started something and felt both nervous and excited about where it's going? If so, go ahead and drop some comments down there and let me know about it. I would love to hear your story. Now, the numbers were encouraging, but honestly, it kind of took me on an emotional roller coaster. As the numbers started to go up, I got extremely excited. But then as they started to go down, I started to get a little discouraged. I felt like I had made a mistake. I thought about quitting. I just felt like it wasn't going anywhere. After everything, it just felt weird. But the thing is that when I started to see those comments and stuff like that, it really started to encourage me. So you guys just saying what you guys have been going through and different things like that, it really encouraged me to keep going. As long as one person is touched, then that's all that matters. But on top of that, I really got to a place where I was like, okay, well, let me figure out exactly what's going on. Is there something that I am or am not doing? So that's when I started to do a little bit more research. If you ever had to stop and ask yourself, what am I missing? Then you'll really connect with this part. I started doing a lot of research. I started looking at the top creators. I was like, okay, what are they doing differently? What are their niches? What time are they posting? What do they do before and after posting? Do they script? How do they script their stuff? I looked at their thumbnails, their titles, their formatting, all of that stuff. I just really went into a mode of trying to learn as much as I can. I even got a book to try to figure out everything. I went deep into learning how to get this thing right. I was consuming, but I was consuming on a different level. I wasn't consuming as a consumer, I was consuming as a creator. But here's the thing. Research doesn't matter if you don't put it into practice. So I have a quick question for you. Are you more of a planner or a doer? Just comment below, because I'm really curious to find out what kind of people we have in this community. So I just want to read a quick quote, and this leads me to my next point. The quote says, "Wisdom is not knowledge. Wisdom is the use of knowledge." Here are some things that I've done differently now. With accumulating all this knowledge, trying to figure out exactly what's going on and everything, or figuring out exactly what I'm not doing right or what I'm doing wrong, I started to do things a little differently, and I'm going to implement different things. One of the things that I've done differently is script writing. This whole thing right now, I'm actually reading from a script. I'm taking glances here and there, but it's mainly meant to help me to stay focused and concise. Instead of me rambling all over the place, I have a structured lineup of how I'm gonna attack this video. The other thing is I'm just testing different methods. This will be the first video that I've actually uploaded and not put my face on the front of the thumbnail. I'm trying something different. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm gonna try to post this at a different time, see what kind of traction I get if I post it later, and then just trying different energy levels. usually I'm, hey guys, da 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 da. But now I'm like, okay, well, let me talk through this because maybe that'll resonate more. So I'm doing different things to try to figure out exactly what it is that is captivating the community and what's gonna cause people to really relate with what I'm saying so that you all can grow and so that we can all grow together. And the reason why I'm doing this is, I don't know if you've ever heard the story about the 409 cleaner. I've heard that they called it 409 because they had tried 408 different methods to try to get this cleaner to be exactly what they wanted it to be. And on the 409th time, that's when the solution actually mixed the way that they wanted it to for it to be sold to the masses. It took them 409 tries just to get the perfect recipe. And that's what it takes. You know, instead of me looking at the low views and everything like that and saying, oh man, I didn't get a lot of views. Now this is the time where I could take and say, hey, look, okay, I didn't get a lot of views. What could have caused me to not get the views? What didn't resonate with the community? Why didn't they click it or why didn't they share it? It's not necessarily anything that anybody has done wrong, but there are things that I need to learn. So that's why I'm trying different methods. So even with action, there are days when motivation just isn't enough. So be honest with me. How do you push through when you don't feel like showing up? I'm gonna read you another quote. Motivation may get you started, but it takes discipline to keep you going. I made up in my mind that today I am going to get a video out. It doesn't matter how I record it, how long it takes to edit it. My goal for today is to get this video out to you all because that's a part of staying disciplined. To be disciplined means to just continue to do things in a way where you don't stop, you just keep going. Because my motivation ended up fading out. I didn't feel motivated to do things, but discipline is what keeps me going. And I had to do some things in order for me to stay disciplined and to honestly stay motivated. You know, they're two different things, but they can go hand in hand. So this is what I did to stay disciplined and motivated. I unfollowed a whole bunch of people on IG. I wanted to get myself, I did a whole video where I talked about me unfollowing people so that I could feed myself things that will help me to grow to get where I want to go. I went from about following, I think it was 1,079 people to about 791 people. So I mass unfollowed a bunch of people who just weren't either posting anything or just didn't have anything that would help me to grow. The other thing that I did was I watched a lot of YouTube channels that were encouraging small creators. Sometimes you need that encouragement because, like I said earlier, it can get really discouraging just seeing things go up and then go down and then go up and down. So I had to really fill myself up with people who are encouraging other creators and even just watching other creators just create. That helped me to stay motivated and encouraged. But then on top of that, I decided that I was gonna start reading more books and listening to audiobooks. Things that will help me to realize that, hey, I'm on a journey. I gotta keep going. But these audiobooks and these regular books helped me to grow my knowledge and change my mindset. It helped me to not see things as, oh, okay, well, I'm not going anywhere. Instead, it says, okay, I'm making small steps to move forward. And those things kind of helped me to stay motivated and encouraged and disciplined. But the main thing was honestly prayer and spending time with God. Just getting back to a mode of worship, just allowing myself to spend time with the Father and to feel like what I was doing wasn't for nothing. Those things just, that really helped me a whole lot, just stay focused. It's almost like a reset. I mean, some people say meditation, I say spend time with God because He will be the one that fills you back up. But the discipline isn't just for me. It helps me to show up consistently for the community that God is building right here on YouTube. And that brings me back to the bigger picture. This isn't about quick wins. It's about consistency, faith, and God's timing. What's one area of your life that God is teaching you patience? I'd love to hear it. And this right here is the verse that I promised you guys. It's Habakkuk 2:3, which says, "This vision is for a future time. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place." I had to remember, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's gonna take time for this community to build. It's not gonna happen overnight. It's just not. But I'm also on God's time, because when He does everything, He does it perfectly. And I'm dedicated to the process, whatever that means emotionally. So if I have my highs, then I have my highs. If I have my lows, then I have my lows. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stay dedicated to this process. It's not about chasing the numbers. It's about walking with God and building something meaningful within this community. So that's where I'm at after 1 month on YouTube. It's not perfect, but I'm fully committed to the process. If you want to see the heart behind why I went all in to begin with, check out this video. I think it'll encourage you to step into your own journey.